Ko-opes jong Deputy Commissioner Ri Bhoi mentaga sngi kala Pynbna Pynbna yaki Katto Katne ki kendon hakabede but ka Jingjied yaki Nongmihkhmat shaka yeng dor pertawan. Hapakren jigla patha Khubor nakaliang warpit upadhaya DC Ri Bhoi. Ulong ba nadu ka khat pratarik ukalalingkot. Hadien bagi Election Commission jongga India. Kala dep ban Pynbna yakatarik Jingjied yaki Nongmihkhmat sha Assembly. But nadu ketika tarik la penjariru ya ke Model Code of Conduct manakaliang ke District Administration kia tereshitom hakaban penlong ya kani ke Jingjied Nongmihkhmat kabayat bet yat renti kat kum ki kendon balabu. Shillong ru bahagani ke snem kaladon ke Jingpynkylla haki kendon na ke benta ban pensuk ya ki Pynbna nongle tap vote ki badan ke Jingduna haki dukotmen but ya ki riu temen. Hakabede bat ki nongle tap vote ki baduna dukotmen but ki riu temen ki balano krata Kila banjir yaki Nongmihkhmat daga bapindon kam yaki ballot paper lani let tap vote haki polling station. Ulong ru nakaliang ki bor pulet kila perking baha hakabayde bat ka jing shalan yaki jingdi pinbuaj bat kino ki tiar ki balong bean. Ulong ru hakabayde bat ki polling station ki badon shaki kapot ki badang don yaki jinggaja hapadeng ke jylla Assam and Meghalaya kin yaj bet kumba Shillong klemda don kino ke Jingpynkylla.
So, as you know that Election Commission of India has announced elections for the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly on 18th of the January. So, since then the Model Code of Conduct has been enforced and the District Administration of Ri Bhoi has taken all the necessary steps to enforce the MCC. All the sector officers, all the zonal magistrates along with ROs, AROs, they are all on the field and for strict enforcement of MCC. I would like to bring to your notice that this year we are having there has been a change, and for especially voters which are of senior citizens and which are differently abled. So for them they have been categorized as absentee voters, and now they have an option to use the postal ballot also. So for this form 12D has been given to all the BLOs, and they have been trained also so that they can go and meet each and every individual person who is eligible for absentee under this category of absentee voters, and they can exercise their vote or whether they want to go to the polling stations or they want to exercise as a postal ballot. So for this also training and all has been already done, and again we will have one more round of training for all the BLOs, and we want to make it a very inclusive elections and free and fair participative to ensure this thing. Along with that, I will also like to tell you that all our election expenditure management teams are there on the field, and since then we are taking extra caution to seize materials which can have undue influence on the elections. So in this line also, just on the 18th itself, Ri Bhoi police we seized around heroin that was worth 1 crore rupees, and on 21st also we had seized around 570 grams of gold, that is around 30 lakh rupees. Along with that, daily vice raids are being conducted by the police and by the excise department to control any flow of liquor which can have undue influence on the elections or to incite people and all. Along with that, today we also had a meeting with all the political parties, their representatives, and in that they were given training. They were informed about the provisions of MCC which they are supposed to follow. They were given hands-on training on the Suvidha portal, in which they can apply for the permissions for various permits for public rallies, and all the other necessary instructions were given to them so that we ensure that all the guidelines of the commission are being followed. And there are certain areas which fall under the areas of differences. In that we have already conducted meeting with the corresponding DCs and SPs, and jointly we have put certain polling stations which might be considered as vulnerable polling stations, and we are taking due caution though so that no voter is being left out, and there is a proper flow and of all the voters wherever they want to vote. As of now, there has been no change in polling stations and voting pattern. It will remain the same, and people can exercise their right to vote freely and fairly with no hindrance at all. And it has been assured to us that from the district administration of Assam, from all the 4 districts, that they will provide all their support and coordination in order to ensure that people go and have exercise their right of vote.